Hello and welcome to another edition of Eat the Week. I'm your host, Hairy Foodie Guy, and in my hand I have the Holy Grail. Spam, 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 spam. I found them, finally, in Iceland. They were £2. There's 4 of them in there. Look at that lovely picture. Do you know what? I've not had a spam fritter probably since I was about 11. And we used to have them at school. And I kind of remember that you kept going back to them and you weren't sure why. So it's like it would be like, oh, they've got spam fritters on there. And then sometimes you'd order them and they'd be so greasy depending on who they were cooked by. They were just completely inedible, and other times they would just be perfect, you know. So it'd be like either a taste of the divine or a bitter taste of disappointment where you just ate your chips because the spam fritter was just way too greasy. So these aren't going to be deep fried, they're going to be air fried. So I'm going to make these spam fritters as healthy as I can, if that's even a thing. So where's the nutritional blurb? So there you go. You might want to pause it there and have a read. So they're only actually 245 calories per piece. There's 4 pieces in there. I want to do a couple of videos today, so I'm probably not going to eat all 4. So this is just a taste test in there. I was thinking, do I have a sandwich? But I've got so much food that actually needs eating in the fridge, sorry. Like fresh stuff that I don't want to waste, because I don't like food waste, that I'm not just going to eat out of the freezer. Even though I'm massively excited to have spam fritters. So yeah, there you go. They're literally £2 in Iceland. So let's have a look and see what we get. Pre-cooked. See if they look remotely appetizing. Or at least they're in a bag. Do you know what? No wonder they're only 245 calories, because they're tiny. It's literally a little piece of battered spam. Do I really want to do 500 calories on that today? That would only leave me 1500. Oh, I don't know. It's a tricky one, that. I am actually quite hungry, but they could be rank or they could be delicious. I actually like spam. I've just never had them in this, you know.
I remember them being
crispy golden batter. Well, no, at school they were, because they were round.
Yeah.
So they must have had like catering tins of spam that were actually round. Because like, yeah, at school in my head they were like that.
Yeah, that's how I remember.
You know,
them.
thin, really like greasy, really like.
Yeah.
You know, so it depends on who was cooking. It was all about the batter, like, but they really used to absorb all the fat. You just cut into it. Do you remember you get an orange?
Yeah.
Like, so you cut into it and there'd be like orange fat on your plate, and you'd be like, "What? Where'd that come from? Why is it orange?" It's like, it's just weird, isn't it? So, oh, I'm gonna go for 1, and if it's delicious, I'll may regret it afterwards, but or I just might do another video, because yeah, we've got things that are fresh that need eating. So, and I want to be creative as well. I am looking forward to this, but I don't just want to do a spam fritter. I actually want to cook something today, like it, and do some, you know, some proper foodie stuff. But this is just a review, one that was suggested to me in the comments. So I went out and searched for it. So I do pretty much 100% of my suggestions. So if you want to drop any suggestions in the comments box, and while you're there, if you don't subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you could, and give this video a like, and yeah, let's smash it. Let's just see if this has got to be better than school spam fritters, surely. So Iceland haven't let me down in the last week, so let's check it out. Let's get to this air fryer. As usual, it'll go in for 10 minutes and then we'll see what's what. But I reckon it'll be done in 10 minutes. It's nice and thin. Okay, back in a sec. video. I hope you enjoyed the glorious close-up of my Spam fritter. Sorry, my OCD made me straighten up the fritter, or the single solitary fritter on my plate. There you go. Look at that. I'm actually excited about this because I do love a bit of dirty Spam sandwich. I haven't eaten Spam for years until this channel. Now I've eaten Spam and bacon grill and crazy stuff. So let's just cut it in half and have a look, see what it looks like. Smells nice. So the batter actually looks quite nice and delicate. It's not overly thick, or there's a really good, you know, portion of specially produced American meat. Yum. So let's get in this. Let's not muck about. I've not put any seasonings on it. This is literally straight out of the air fryer, straight in my face. Oh, here we go. This is going in. Choo choo. That's exactly kind of what I was hoping for, because it's so much better than the school Spam fritters already, because there's far less grease. I did get a piece of kitchen towel and just patted off a little bit of surface grease, but there wasn't much there, to be honest, and there's none in the bottom of the air fryer either. So yeah. It's already better than the old school days Spam fritters. What have they got it with? Mashed potato, peas and carrots. Yum.
Can you remember what they used to serve it with at school?
I always just used to have chips and beans with it.
Did you?
What about you?
Probably something similar. It was never anything that exciting, was it?
No. Okay, so I like this. I'm going to be slightly controversial and say that I prefer Spam without batter, purely because when you cook it, the fat and everything else almost caramelizes, and you get this unique crispness to the Spam, the actual meat itself. So you don't get that with this because it's covered in batter. The batter's divine. I'm not complaining. It's just personal preference. I would rather the meat was really crispy and like almost like the fat had glazed on top of it. So this is good. But I think if I was going to eat these again, I'd probably make them into a burger. Because they're better than some of the... This tastes better than some of the vegan meat replacement burgers I've had recently. And this is Spam. You don't get any more dirty than that from a meat perspective. So, but yeah, it's I still prefer tin Spam. So these were nice. I'm just wondering whether I buy them again. I think I prefer the tin Spam out of it because it's more versatile. The only thing I can think of doing with these is literally whacking them in a burger and putting some more flavors in there, because they've got a perfect crispy crunch. But I think when you cook Spam without the batter, you get more of the Spam flavor, because more of the Spam flavor actually comes out. So I think when you contain it in batter, you're also containing the flavor. So they're not as flavoursome as I'd hoped. So I'm glad I didn't cook two. It is nice, don't get me wrong. So, I've got 3 left. I might save them for when my boys come round because they love Spam. And just do them. Or like, as I said, yeah, I probably would buy them again, but just for a burger experiment. A Spam Fritter burger experiment. But there's still 3 left in there. So, you know. And it's like, and I only have 2 boys. So that could be 1 each. In a soft little roll with some, like, you know, cheese and gherkins and stuff like that. I reckon that would be good. So yeah, that's not bad, but I still prefer tin Spam. So drop messages in the comment section and let me know whether you think that I was spot on or not, or whether you think these are the best things since Spam fritters, you know, or sliced bread. Because yeah, they were nice, but I still prefer it straight out of the can, cut into little slices, and then air fried till it's crisp. I like it crispy. I like it thick. I like it crispy. Okay, I'm gonna go off and maybe do some cooking. So that was my Spam starter. So let's have a look for my mains. See you on the next video. Bye.